Still, magpapakilala po ulit ako. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakakilala sa akin, I'm Kimberly Martinez po. And a recent board passer po ng Physician's Licensure Exam. Ever since I was a child, whenever I was asked what I wanted to be when I grow up, I would always answer with pride, I want to be a successful doctor someday. For a young mind, it sounded simple. Almost like success was something you could just grow into overnight. I thought it was a straight path. Study hard, become a doctor, and everything would naturally fall into place. I didn't know then that the dream I was so confidently speaking about would one day test me in ways I could never imagine. Let me share a bit of my journey. I was just an average medical student. Ako yung tipo ng estudyante na kailangan ng sipag at tiyaga para makapasa. Medical school tested not just my knowledge, but my faith, my strength, and even my identity. Dumating ako sa punto na parang hindi ko nakilala ang sarili ko. I was tired, overwhelmed, and at times, empty. I survived medical school during the pandemic, a season filled with fear, uncertainty, and isolation. Hindi lang academics ang kalaban ko, kundi pati mental at emotional battles. But by God's grace, I graduated on time with no failing grades while maintaining my scholarship. And just when I thought I was finally one step closer to my dream, life humbled me. Only a few people noticed. I took the boards before, and I failed. Not once, but twice. Yes, third take ko tong March. And failure hurts differently when it's the very thing you've spent your whole life preparing for. I felt ashamed, disappointed, lost. Pakiramdam ko, na-disappoint ko yung family ko, mga kaibigan ko, at lahat ng mga taong naniniwala sa akin. And the hardest part, I started believing the lies I told myself. Baka hindi talaga ako magaling. Baka hindi ito para sa akin. Baka pinipilit ko na lang yung pangarap na hindi naman para sa akin. And that scared me. Because if not this, then what? Buong buhay ko ito ng pangarap ko. Wala na akong ibang nakikitang daan para sa sarili ko. Last October 2025, I tried to rise again. I enrolled in a review center, hoping this would be my fresh start. At first, I was motivated, I was eager, but eventually, the burnout came back. So I decided to stay with my cousins in Isabela. Sabi ko sa sarili ko, baka kailangan ko lang ng kasama, kausap, someone to remind me that I wasn't alone. And somehow, things became lighter. The review became smoother. But even in the smoother days, doubt remained. Because sometimes, the hardest battles are not around you. They're within you. I was reviewing, yes. But emotionally, I was unstable. Mentally, I was exhausted. And a week before the exam, I made the difficult decision to back out. I chose not to take it. Not because I didn't want it, but because deep inside, I knew I wasn't ready. So for the March PLE, I chose a different path. I chose to self-study. No review center. Just my old materials, unfinished handouts, and whatever strength I had left. No perfect schedule, no ideal setup. Even on my tired, unmotivated, and broken days, I still chose to keep going. There were days I felt so behind. Days I felt like everyone was moving forward while I was still trying to pick myself up. But despite all that, God never left. In my weakest and most inconsistent days, He carried me. Especially on the days I could no longer carry myself. And then, life tested me again. Last February 26, my tita, my father's sister, passed away during the review talk. She was like a second mother to me. Siya yung nag-alaga sa akin nung nagkasakit din si mama noon nung bata pa ako. And siya yung naging sandalan ko noong nagbe-med school ako sa Ilocos. And it broke me because one of my biggest heartbreaks was knowing she would never get to see me become a doctor. Isa siya sa mga taong paulit-ulit na nagsabi sa akin na huwag akong sumuko, na kaya ko. And while I was grieving, another battle came. Ito, walang nakakaalam, kahit sila mama, ay sila papa at si tita. Alam niyo bang muntik na akong hindi makapag-exam? Especially for us from our university. We were suddenly declared not eligible for the March boards because of the Certificate of Program Compliance issue. I received a call from PRC saying my name had been removed from the list, that I might have to wait for the next exam cycle. Hindi ko nang nasabi to kay Papa kasi syempre nasa Ilocos na noon, and eto na yung time na nasa lamay to ni tita. So, hindi ko maipaliwanag yung takot at anxiety ko noon. Imagine, reviewing 4 months, carrying all the pressure, only to be told you might not even get the chance to take the exam. Parang gumuho na naman ang lahat. Sayang ang pagod, sayang ang oras, uulit na naman, maghihintay na naman. And honestly, nakakapagod na. But you know what? Even in that uncertainty, I held on. I kept on reviewing. And I kept praying, Lord, kung para sa akin to, you will make a way. And after 3 painful days of waiting, God made the way. The issue was resolved. And we were allowed to take the exam. So to give you a background po sa PLE, 4 days po yung exam, no? Tapos parang 2 weeks, kasi yung first 2 days, basic sciences consist po siya ng 6 subjects. Tapos the next week, yung 3 and 4th day, ganun din, 6 subjects. So with a total of 12 subjects. So imagine 12 subjects, paano kaya pagkakasyahin? So day 1 and day 2 came. And honestly, paglabas ko ng exam room noon, hindi ako confident. Parang unti-unti na namang nawala ang pag-asa ko. Then one day, habang nag-scroll ako sa TikTok, I came across a Christian post about Noah. Noah built the ark with complete obedience, but no steering wheel, no control, no map. The ark was built to float, not to be steered. Noah was never meant to control the journey, because God was in control. And that hit me deeply, because that was exactly me. I was trying so hard to control everything. The results, the future, the outcome, when all along, God was asking me to trust Him, to build the ark, and let Him take it from there. So I surrendered and I prayed, Lord, I did my part. Ikaw na po ang bahala. Then came day 3. Still, sobrang hirap ng mga subjects. Tapos napaisip ako, sabi ko, Lord, parang milagro na lang yata ang kailangan ko. And then day 4 came. The final 3 subjects. My biggest weaknesses, ito. Especially pharma. Ito yung subject na kinakatakutan ko at nahirapan talaga akong reviewin. Pero during the exam, it became one of the lightest. And that was when I knew God was carrying me, not just in that subject, not just in that moment, but throughout the entire journey. After the exams, I thought the hard part was over. Hindi pa pala. Because waiting for the results became its own battle. I couldn't sleep. And when I did, it was a broken sleep. Madalas ako magising sa gabi, pinagpapawisan, kinakabahan, mabilis ang tibok ng puso because waiting forced me to relieve the pain. Yung eksena ng paghahanap ng pangalan ko sa listahan, tapos hindi ko makita. I kept reliving that moment over and over again. And honestly, I was preparing myself for another heartbreak. Sinasabi ko sa sarili ko, okay lang kung hindi ulit pumasa. But deep inside, alam kong masasaktan ako. Then the day of the results came. I was terrified. Nanginginig ako, hindi mapakali. Parang hihinto yung mundo ko. And then I came across a worship song, Trust in God. The lines pierce my heart. I trust in God, my Savior, the one who will never fail. I sought the Lord, He heard and He answered. That's why I trust Him. I kept playing it over and over. And for the first time in a long time, I fully surrendered. Hindi na ako humingi ng sign. Hindi na ako nakipag-negotiate. I just cried and prayed. Lord, ginawa ko na po ang lahat. Ikaw na po ang bahala. Then the results came, and I saw my name. I stared at it, read it once, twice, 3 times. Because after experiencing failure, it's hard to trust good news. But it was real. I passed. And in that moment, everything broke. Not in pain, but in gratitude. Lahat ng luha, lahat ng pagod, lahat ng paghihintay, lahat ng sakit, biglang nagkaroon ng dahilan. And that's when I realized, hindi ako bumagsak dahil hindi ako capable. Hindi ako na-delay dahil nakalimutan ako ng Diyos. God was preparing me. God was refining me. God was teaching me that faith is not proven in victories. It is proven in waiting, in pain, in the uncertainty. Looking back now, I realize I was never carrying this alone. Every breakdown, He was there. Every delay, He had purpose. Every closed door, He was redirecting me. So today, I stand here not just as a doctor, but as a living testimony. A testimony that failure is not the end, that delays are not denials, and that when God says wait, it does not mean no. Sometimes it means, trust me, I'm still writing your story. And if you're in the season of waiting right now, if you're tired, if you're hurting, if you feel like giving up, please remember this. God sees you. God knows your pain. And God has not forgotten you. One day, you'll look back at everything you cried about and you'll understand why God made you wait. And then, when that day comes, you'll say, Lord, thank you for every no, for every delay, for every pain, because you never left me. To God be all the glory.